Good morning, everybody. It's day 67. It's out and about on the AT. I'm eating breakfast, getting all my snacks ready for the day. It's about a little before 6 a.m. It was so windy last night. It was crazy. My hair is crazy. It was crazy. I looked around for trees and stuff before I went to bed, like anything that'd be dead, and it looked okay. So I wasn't worried or anything, but there were some gusts that were just like, okay, tent, like hold yourself up, and she did great. 1 second. Okay, it did rain last night. Let's see, get it. Okay, so since it rained last night, you can see there's just this tiny little puddle, and there's nothing else in the tent. That's not wet. That kind of looks wet, but that's not wet. So there's this little puddle here, and it's really small, but just so you know that the Gossamer gear, they have these, like, all those mesh areas. I could probably do a better job of covering it super tight and all that. You can tell I just didn't do a super good pitch, and I'm at a little bit of an angle, so that might be why. But so that's why I just bring this like little dirty sponge, and I'll soak up all the water and wring it out, and we're good to go. I did my laundry at Sanimals at the last town, and I wanted to be economical because I'm just like, hey, whoever was doing the laundry, I was like, hey, can I just throw mine in with you? Because I only had a couple things, and he was like, yeah. So I threw mine in, and then it stopped. I went to get it out, put it in the dryer, and he had washed his something with down in it, and the feathers got everywhere. So they're like, I've been picking them off of like all my clothes. You should see my sleeping clothes. It's hilarious. There's like feathers everywhere. I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh no, I have a hole in my sleeping bag. I was like, oh wait, no, that's just all the feathers from me washing my clothes with that other guy. He felt really bad, but it didn't really matter. I mean, what is it? Just gonna keep me warmer. But yeah, here's breakfast number 2. Honestly, this is the only thing I will eat where I do not pay attention to the calories. I always want at least 100 calories per ounce. This is 3 ounces, so it should be at least 300 calories for my weight to food ratio. It's only 180 calories, so this is super heavy, but I just love these. Just came upon this perfect water source. Good stop for a little break. Chug some agua. All right, just got to a place called Harper's Creek. You can probably hear the sounds behind me. It's all kind of going over here. So my plan is to eat lunch. I'm also going to drink some coffee. We have like a 3-mile climb. We just did like a 1.5 mile climb. And then we have another kind of long one. I want to say it's 3 miles. It's somewhere around there. I'll check. So I would love some caffeine before doing that. So yeah, I'm just going to spend like a nice break here, fuel up, caffeine up. This is my coffee / tea bag, and I went really fancy and brought these creamers just because I was only bringing 2.5 days of food, so it's still really light. And I'm gonna use some up right now. I just lunched for 45 minutes, and now I'm gonna chug a bunch of water and filter some more water. Gotta check on I should probably clean my nails so you guys see like the grossest parts of me out here. I just saw a little tick crawl on my arm, so they're just out here. I just got to be really careful. I'm not too concerned, to be honest. It was just a little black one, and it was not attached. Yeah, I feel Like, I just need to be a little bit more present today. I'm trying to do that during lunch, and I haven't taken an hour-long lunch break in a very, very long time because I always feel like I'm in such a rush. And I am gonna probably still stay here for that 15 minutes, make this an hour break, just because it feels nice. It's a beautiful spot, and I'm happy. Okay, just so you guys can see what a rocky trail looks like. Here it is. It goes like this and up there. So you just gotta be careful, and it really slows you down. It's beautiful though. But yeah, that's what I mean when I say it's rocky. All right, we've made it about a halfway up this climb, and now we're getting a view. I'm gonna go sit and look for a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Made it to the top. I was in such a zone that I forgot to put sunscreen on, and it's already like after 1 o'clock and the sun is out. So I am going to put some sunscreen. Well, I just did put some sunscreen on. I'm like, sweat. Like, that is sweat and dirt, but mostly sweat. Just so much sweat, but it's good. I'm happy that's over. Since we're starting the Shenandoahs within the next like 2 days, there's no like massive climbs in the Shenandoahs, and so that's like the last huge like thousands of feet of climb that we're gonna have for like a week or more, which is crazy because we've had like three days in a row that have been really difficult. Granted, I did one solo, but still, it was still there. Yeah, so sunscreen, water. There's a campsite in 3 miles, and then water in 6. So I'll probably stop at both for water. Drinking like a liter every 3 miles today because of how hot it is. Okay. Also, there wasn't even like that good of a view except the one I showed you before, which was like halfway up the climb. It's so funny, like you come to the summit of a climb and then there's no view, but you're like, well, reach the top, and then you just go back down. It's so funny. I'm so glad Katahdin will not be like that. I have not left this spot for so long because this butterfly is literally just loving my stench and like sticking his little beak through my socks. I know that that's not the correct term, but he's literally like, I can walk and he will not move, and he is not dead. Like, he is just having a little tasty taste. Isn't he beautiful? I'm so sorry, buddy, but I might have to go. I don't know, he might just be really thirsty. So you can kind of see he's like headbutting in there. I can feel it. It's not like see that little black part of his mouth? It's going right on my skin through my sock. So funny. Found like the teeniest, tiniest, babiest snake down here. Looks like he just ate something. Will he move? Is he shedding, or what is that? Look at him. Wow, crazy. Oh my gosh, here is another one. Can you leave? Can you leave? Please. Ugh. Constantly. Hey, baby. There's another one too. Over there, just wagging tails. Trying to get the bugs off of him, probably. Goodbye. Right, sweaty old me, back at it. Just filled up with water and then had to hike up. It was like super steep, but it was only 0.4 miles and it felt so long. But the sun is setting back there. It's almost 7. So I went 21.2 miles so far. I guess I could take this off right now. And there's this like semi-stealthy campsite, and I'm just gonna throw my tent up and heat up my dinner and then head up on this rock that I'm seeing over here and watch the sunset. I'll show that to you guys. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm guessing no one else will come. They were like, I was gonna go a little further. I was. But I got to the water source and there were 4 other people. And all 4 of them were headed to the same place I was, which said good space for a couple of tents. So, and I knew these people, like I've seen them around, they're way faster than me. So I was like, I don't want to take my chances. And then I saw this spot. I'm like, perfect. And 21 is plenty for me today. It actually pretty much puts me where I only have like 13 or 14 tomorrow, I think, to get into, probably 14 tomorrow to get into town, which is actually like great. So yeah, I'll get all set up and we'll talk to you soon. We're cooking dinner and soon to be watching the sunset. We got a little bit of tree coverage in the way, but it's still so beautiful tonight. We got an airplane and a sunset. All right, guys, that's a wrap on day 67. Maybe I'll get a little bit more sunset footage. Honestly, it's going behind the clouds, so still beautiful. And I have about 6 more minutes of my food to cook, and then I'll eat that. And then I'm just gonna kind of talk to my parents because I have service up here, and then run into my tent. There's about a 2% chance that somebody else would still be coming up to sleep with me, so I'll probably be alone again tonight, but I'm kind of used to that now. This will be like my 3rd time of being like fully alone, but it's good. I can make as much noise as I need and not bother anybody with my coughing. I still have it a little bit at night, but today was honestly the best I felt since I've gotten sick, so things are looking up. And have a great night. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for day 68, where I will be hiking into town. My favorite place. Just kidding. I love it out here too, but it's fun to go get real food. Okay, good night. Thanks for watching.